In this video, we will see about polynomials. In previous classes, this video is basically for the class 9th standard. In previous classes, you must have seen equation like x square plus 2x plus 7. This is what is called algebraic equation. Now, in the class 9, the polynomial has been introduced and factorization of polynomial and various other theorem for the polynomials which we will see in due course of the time. But first of all, let us try to understand what exactly is the difference between the algebraic equation and the polynomial equation. Basically, in algebraic equation, it is a simple equation of three terms. Algebraic equation can be x square plus 2 underscore x plus 7. That is another algebraic equation. Or alternatively, x square plus 2x plus 7x cube plus 2x square plus 7 by x plus 5. That is also algebraic equation. But this algebraic equation is a polynomial also. But these algebraic equations are not polynomial. I'll tell you why. Because polynomial equation cannot have a negative exponent. Like in this equation 7 upon x, how you can write down 7 multiplied by x raised to power minus 1 when you take this x on the top. So the exponent is negative. So this is not a polynomial equation. Secondly, means it cannot have the denominator variable in the denominator also, you can say that way. Secondly, this should be a real number. Here you are seeing 2 under root x. This 2 under root x is basically 2 x raised to power 1 upon 2. So that is again not a polynomial equation. So in your question paper, there may be some question might be coming. What exactly, find out which is the algebraic equation, which is the polynomial equation. So with these two parameters, you can find out what is the algebraic equation and what is the polynomial equation. Now this algebraic equation and polynomial equation, here we are going to see the polynomial equations. Polynomial equations are similar to the algebraic equation. It is having a number of terms. Let us see one by one. What exactly is the term meaning is? Say 2x square sorry, actually, like tomorrow I will have a proper arrangement. In this equation is still not dry. Let us start from here. Yeah, let us see. In this equation 2x square plus 7x plus 8. It is a polynomial equation. Now in this polynomial equation, it is having a 3 term. That is number 1, number 2, number 3. So that is what is called the term. It is a similar to the algebraic equation. Now since there is only one variable here, x, so this is a one variable. One variable polynomial equation with 3 terms. Now let us see what is the coefficient. This is having a coefficient are 2, 7 and 8. 2 is a coefficient of this is a 2 is a coefficient of x square, 7 is a coefficient of x and 8 is a coefficient of x raised to power 0. Because in previous class we have studied x raised to power 0 is equal to 1. So if you will place 8x raised to power 0 is equal to 8. So this type of a question will also come. What is the 8 is a coefficient of what? Then your answer should be x raised to power 0, 1. So we have seen polynomial equation with one variable, number of term 1, 2, 3. We have seen the coefficient 2 is the coefficient of x square, 7 is a coefficient of x and 8 is a coefficient of x raised to power 0. Now there are other things. Degree of the polynomial equation. Let us take another example. Degree is what? X square plus 2x plus 7. What is the highest power or what is the highest exponent is called degree. Means this polynomial equation is of a degree 2. Similarly, there is a polynomial equation with degree 1, like x plus 7 is a polynomial equation of degree 1, is x cube plus 2x square plus 3x plus 4 is a polynomial equation with degree 3. This is 1, this is degree 2, and there are so on x4 plus 5x cube plus 2x square minus 3x plus 5. It is having a degree 4. Now, in the degree of a polynomial, we have seen the highest degree, the exponent or power, which you call it in a normal term. Exponent, the highest exponent is called the degree. Now, let us see. This is having a degree of the polynomial equation. Similarly, if suppose there is an equation called xn, an multiplied by xn plus an minus 1 multiplied by x n minus 1 plus n minus 2 multiplied by x n minus 2 so on, and is going up to a n minus 1 x plus a. If this is the then degree of this equation will be n, whereas the n should be a real number and an should not be equal to 0. So just remember the thing: number first, number of terms; number second, we have seen ki coefficient; number third, we have seen the degree. So far we have dealt with polynomial equation with one variable. Yes, polynomial equation can happen with the two variable also, and this is what is thing is. Now on the basis of the degree of the polynomial, we have another thing. Okay, there is a one more thing I wanted to include. Like if suppose equation is 2, what is the degree for this? It is a constant. As I told you earlier, this can be written as 2x raised to power 0. So degree for this is 0 or it is constant. So that is how we are seeing. There are names to it. Like this is, if the polynomial equation is 2, then it is a constant. If the polynomial is having a degree 1, means it is a x raised to power 1, then it is called as a linear. If the polynomial equation has got a degree 2, it is called quadratic. Similarly, if the polynomial equation has got degree 3, it is called cubic. And polynomial equation with degree 4 is bi-quadratic. Means bi means you are multiplying this by 2, so bi-quadratic. Remember like this. So that is what is all about. We have seen a decreasing power, everything. Coefficient we have seen the degree. I will repeat once again. When there is only one constant, that is also a polynomial equation, so it is known as a degree 0 or constant. If the x plus 7 where the power is only 1, then it is called as a linear. Where the highest power is 2, then it is called quadratic. When the highest power is 3, it is called cubic. When highest power for 4, it is called biquadratic. If the highest power is n, where an is not equal to 0, then degree is of n, and that is how it is. So just remember this. Let us see another thing. We have seen coefficient. There might be question coming, like say one equation 2x raised to power 4 plus 3x square minus 7 is the equation given. and you have been asked find coefficient of x raised to power 3. But x raised to power 3 is not seen here. How you will find out the x raised to power 3? So basically, the coefficient for the x raised to power 3, because it is not seen here, will be equal to 0. Because in this equation you can write down 2x raised to power 4 plus 0 multiplied by x raised to power 3 plus 3x square minus 7. Or if suppose you have been asked to find out the coefficient of x, then also you can write down 2x raised to power 4 plus 0 multiplied by x raised to power 3 plus 3x square plus 0 multiplied by x minus 7. So whatever variable with that power is not given and coefficient is asked, then it will be 0. So that is what is the thing. Now we have seen the one variable. Polynomial equation can happen with the two variable also. Like two variable, if you will see, one more thing I wanted to tell. This is a polynomial equation of one variable we have seen. How do we represent the polynomial equation with one variable? Like if suppose there is a x square plus 2x plus 7, we represent it with fx. That means that is a polynomial equation of variable x. Similarly, f is a one thing you can use any term. Like if suppose x, okay, let me take another thing. If suppose it is a y square plus 2y plus 8, that is a polynomial equation of variable y. So that is how is the polynomial equation. So just remember this thing, because once you remember this thing, that will help you a lot for understanding the entire thing. Degree of a polynomial of equation of x, one variable, polynomial equation of two variable. Let me see if I can give you an example of polynomial equation with the two variable. Of course, it is not covered in the class 9th, but anyway, we will see. So that is what is the thing is. Now let us go into the other detail. Like here you pause on, I am giving you some example. After writing down all the thing, you let me know which is the polynomial equation with one variable. I am giving you three example thing. 3x square plus 4x plus 15. Whether it is a polynomial, I will write down polynomial equation with one variable. You have to find out that in yes or no whether it is there or not, and give your reasons to that why it is a polynomial equation and with one variable. Now second is 3 underscore x plus under root 2 x. Is that a polynomial equation with one variable or not? Number 3, x minus 4 by x. Find out for this also. And number 4, x raised to power 12 plus y raised to power 3 plus e raised to power 50. Now you find out whether these equations are polynomial equation with one variable or not. If yes, then give the reason. If no, give the reason. So second, I'll tell you, find out coefficient of x square. I am giving you the equation here. 17 minus 2x plus x square. Number 2, 9 minus 12x plus x cube. So these are the two equation, or let me give you another. Square root 3x minus 7. In this three equation, find out the coefficient of x square. Now here you pause the video, solve this, and then only you should move ahead. Now let me give you whatever we had learned so far. Let me give you another examples or problem. Now find out the degree. Here equation is 7x cube plus 4x square minus 3x plus 12. Find out the degree of this equation. Secondly, find out the degree of polynomial equation which is a constant 0. Third, find out the degree of this equation. Now we have learned about constant, linear, quadratic, cubic, biquadratic. So inform constant, linear, quadratic, cubic or biquadratic in this equation. Number 1, x plus x square plus 4. What type of equation it is? Constant, linear, quadratic, cubic or biquadratic. Number 2, 7t raised to power 4 plus 4t cube plus 3t minus 2. Find out the thing here. And number 3 is 3y. Now again pause the video, solve this sum and then you move ahead. After this, in this exercise whatever we have learned, polynomial with one variable or two variable. You have to tell in this equation whether these are the polynomial with one variable or two variable. Like x square minus xy plus 7y square. There is a polynomial of one variable or two variable. Our second is t cube minus 3t square plus 4t minus 5. So these two things you have to find it out. Identify the equation. You have to tell me polynomial yes or no. But while telling the yes or no, you have to state the reason why they are yes or no. I am giving out the equation. As I told you, we can represent the polynomial equation of variable 1 like fx, 4x cube minus x square minus 3x plus 7. Is this a polynomial equation? Yes. If it is yes, give the reason why. Second, qx is equal to 2x square minus 3x plus 4x plus 2. This also you have to solve. Third, hx equal to x raised to power 4 minus x raised to power 3 by 2 plus x minus 1. So in this three equation you have to tell me whether it is a polynomial yes or no and find it out. I am giving you some example here. You can, after giving all the exercise, you can pause and immediately quickly solve this. But let me tell you, this example I am taking either from the NCERT book or R.D. Sharma, so you can directly refer, and from each segment you can pick some questions, solve it immediately and move on. We have already seen this. So So far, let me repeat it again. How much we did? We have seen the polynomial equation with one variable or two variable. We have seen terms of the polynomial equation. We have seen the degree of the polynomial equation and what the degree it is called, constant or linear or quadratic or cubic or biquadratic, etc., or degree n. We have seen the linearity. We have seen quadratic equation, how the quadratic polynomial equation is written. Now if suppose you are coming an example or exam question paper is come, write a polynomial equation of degree 35 with so what you can write down here, x raised to power 35 plus 7x plus 5, whatever you feel like, but make it sure the highest exponent is made of 35. Here we have not seen one thing. There are the term we have seen. In term, if the term is 1, then it is a monomial equation. If the term is 2, then it is a binomial equation. If the term is 3, that is a trimonial equation, and so on. And term is more than 3, then it is called as a multimonial equation. Just give me a second. Okay. So monomial equation based on the term, this polynomial equation are also called as a monomial I'll give you some example of the monomial here, like 2x to 5x raised to power 3, because this is all polynomial equation are having term 1. If the terms are 2, then this polynomial equation are called binomial. This binomial equation, I will give you some example. Bi means 2. This is x plus 1 is a binomial. X cube plus 7 is a binomial. 5x square plus 2x is a binomial. Now similarly, there is a trimonial. Trimonial equation will have a term 3. Like x square plus x plus 7 is a trimonial equation. Or you can say y raised to power 4 plus y plus 5 is a trimonial equation. We have seen term, we have seen coefficient, we have seen one variable, two variable, we have seen with the basis on the term what is the monomial, binomial and trimonial, and based on the degree of the highest degree of the polynomial equation, we have seen whether it is a constant or whether it is a linear, whether it is a quadratic, cubic or biquadratic. Now basis that the above questions may come, like write down a polynomial equation of degree 35. Similar question can come, write a polynomial equation, or let us say instead of polynomial you have been given trinomial equation of degree 50. Now with this you are restricted with respect to the number of terms. So whatever equation you are writing, here you are free to write anything. Like even if you will write x raised to power 35 plus x raised to power 34 plus x raised to power 22 plus x raised to power 15 plus 7, whatever you write, everything was okay because they are just asked to write a polynomial equation. Here you have been restricted trinomial. So trinomial will have only 3 terms and the highest degree of the variable will be 50. So write down fx. First anything, it is up to you, 8x raised to power 50. Second term you can write down 5x raised to power 22 minus 7, anything, or 7x raised to power 15. But make it sure it has got only 3 terms. You can write down this way, 5x raised to power 18 minus 7x raised to power 22 plus 3x raised to power 50. This thing can go here and there, but make it sure the highest exponent of the variable is 50, which is being asked here. So that is what is all the basic about the polynomial equation. I will request, I will not go much into this. I will request, pick out the R.D. Sharma and from exercise 6.1 there are various sections given. Just pick up one or two from each section or each thing and solve it. That will help you a lot quickly. I just cover up the basics here. Now let us see the other thing, 0 of a polynomial. What is the 0 of a polynomial? Let us go into this now. So 0 of the polynomial or root, this is also called root of polynomial. Say you got an equation which is fx is equal to 2x cube minus 3x square plus 4x minus 2. The 0 of the polynomial or root of the polynomial is the value of the x which you replace in this equation, and this equation should equal to the 0. Like if you replace here fx value you replace with the 2. Let us see, 2 multiplied by 2 raised to power 3 is 8 minus 3 multiplied by 2 raised to power 2 4 plus 4 multiplied by 2 minus 2. Let us see whether it is a 2 is a 0 of the or root of the polynomial or not. It is 16 minus 12 plus 8 minus 2. Here it will become 16 plus 8 24 minus 14 is equal to 10. So 2 is not a 0 or root of the polynomial. Let us take another thing. If the another equation is fx 8x square minus 3x plus 7, find out the 0 or root of the this polynomial equation. And let us revise in between what type of a polynomial equation it is, whether it is a quadratic, linear, constant, cubic or biquadratic. It is a quadratic because the power is 2. Having 3 term, that means trinomial. If you find out f x value, you replace it with 1. So 8 minus 1 square is 1 minus 3 into minus 1 plus 7 is equal to 8 plus 3 plus 7 is 18. So that is also not a root of this polynomial. So you have to find out a value, what exactly is the value of x by which this equation will become a 0 on solving that. Let us take another example. Let us take a simple linear equation. Fx is equal to x minus 7. To find out this root or 0 of the polynomial straight, we can see here f7, 7 minus 7 is equal to 0. So 7 is the 0 or root of this polynomial equation. Similarly, let us take a little thing. This is a one number, but this number can be a factor also. Fx is equal to another equation we are taking 2x cube minus 13x square plus 17x plus 12. Here the root of the 0 or root of the polynomial equation, x value is minus 1 upon 2. So 2 multiplied by minus 1 upon 2 cube minus 13 multiplied by minus 1 upon 2 square plus 17 multiplied by minus 1 upon 2 plus 12. Let us solve this. This is a minus, exponent is 3, which is an odd number, so this minus will come forward. 2 multiplied by 1 upon 8. I hope you remember how to solve this. This is a exponent is even number, then this will become positive, so this sign will remain same. Minus 13 multiplied by 1 upon 4 plus this minus will come out, so this will become negative. 17 upon 2 plus 12 will remain like this. So your equation is minus 1 upon 4 minus 13 upon 4 minus 17 upon 2 plus 12. On solving this is a 4. Here it will be minus 1. Here it will be minus 13. Here it will be minus 34. And here it will be 12 because denominator is 1. So 12 multiplied by 4, 48. These three are the minus. So 34, 37 plus 10, 47 plus 1, 48 minus 48 plus 48 upon 4. So it is 0 upon 4, so equal to 0. So here it is a 0 or root of this polynomial equation is minus 1 upon 2. So that is what you have to remember. The 0 because this type of a questions will come to you in the exam. There are two theorems. We have seen is an integer number. We have seen it is a rational number. So there are two theorems to find out 0 or root of a polynomial equation. If your polynomial equation fx is equal to x cube plus 2x square minus 11x minus 12, and it has got a integer 0 or root of this equation. So how to find out that? The best way, this is a 12. What are the factor of 12? I hope you understand the factor of 12. Factor of 12 are the number by which we can divide the 12 and remainder will become 0. So factor of the 12 will be plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 3, plus minus 4, plus minus 6 and plus minus 12. So this can be the number of factor. If you have to keep on trial, put the value of x1, find out the value, minus 1, find out the value, that way you have to go on. I'll just tell you here, if you put the value of 3, then x cube 3 raised to power 3 plus 2 3 raised to power 2 minus 11 into 3 minus 12, it is 27 plus 9 multiplied by 2, 18 minus 33 minus 12. If you do that, 27 plus 18, 45 minus 45 equal to 0. So 3 is the 0 or root of this polynomial equation. Here you will find it. And 3 is a factor of 12. So this theorem is called integral root theorem. This theorem is called integral root theorem. Another theorem, because we have seen here is a one integer which is having a 0 or root of this polynomial equation, that is why we can apply the integral root theorem. We have seen the 0 root of a polynomial equation can be a factor also. So there you have to, the theorem called rational root theorem. In rational root theorem, I will explain it to you how it works. Like the 0 or root will be, say, in terms of b upon c factor. And suppose your polynomial equation is given 6x cube plus 5x square minus 3x minus 2. So the value of the b will be factor of 2, this, and value of the c will be factor of 6, this number. The value of the b, factor of b will be plus minus 1 or plus minus 2. These are the only value. Here the factor will be plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 3, plus minus 6. So these are the combination. Now you pick up the value of b from here, then we pick up the value of the c from here, and you will arrive on b upon c, and that is how you will find out the 0 or root of the polynomial, because it is a factor. So it can be b upon c value could be your plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 1 upon 2, plus minus 1 upon 3, plus minus 1 upon 6, etc. Now with this or with this 2, there will be another plus minus 2 upon 3. So with this you will keep on finding out which value is have to be placed here, so that you can get this equation equal to 0. Now if a 0 or root of a polynomial equation here, like you see, this is a rational root theorem. Now let us see, if a linear polynomial equation is given, fx is equal to ax plus b. This is a linear equation. Why it is a linear? Because it has got a degree 1. With one variable, degree 1, then it is a linear. 2 term, so it is a binomial. So here it can have only one root or 0, because it is a linear. Yes, I want to tell you one more thing. If suppose equation is highest degree is 3, then this kind of a equation will have maximum 3 0 root. One equation can have more than 1 0 root. If it is a x4, then it will have a 4 0 root. If it is a x square, then it will have a 2 0 root. So please remember this also. So here you have to find out the, okay, here this a is not equal to 0, because if a will become a 0, then it will be a constant. So find out the value of the fx. Like how you can find out ax plus b equal to 0, then ax is equal to minus b, then x is equal to minus b upon a. So minus b upon a is the 0 or root of this polynomial equation. Now let us place f minus b upon a multiplied by minus b upon a plus b. This a and a will get cancelled. Minus b plus b equal to 0. So that is how you can find out the 0 or root of a polynomial equation. Integral root theorem we have seen. Rational root theorem we have seen. We have seen whatever is the highest degree, one polynomial equation can have more than one 0 or root for the equation, but it depends the kind of equation. If it is the highest degree is 4, then it can have a 4 0 root. If the highest degree is 3, then it can have a 3 0 root, and so on. Here it is a linear equation with a degree 1. That is why it is having a only one zero or root. So that also you have to remember. There are time to see the some example. There may be example coming like say fx is equal to 2x cube minus 13x square plus 17x plus 12. Now you have to here ask to find out f2 and f minus 3. What you have to do in such kind of a case? Find out f2, straight put the value of 2 here. 2 multiplied by 2 cube is 8 minus 13 multiplied by 2 square is 4 plus 17 multiplied by 2 plus 12, and solve this equation, you will reach to the answer. Similarly, place the value of minus 3 here and solve the equation, you will get the answer. There may be in the root or zero root, they will ask, show me whether, like there is a one polynomial equation, say every time y we are saying f, let us say qx or say tx, anything you can write down, equal to fx is a very common thing but it is not mandatory. 2x cube minus 3x square plus 7x minus 6. In this question you have been asked, if x is equal to 1, find out whether it is a 0 or root of equation. So what you have to do, just place the value of x here, solve this equation, find out whether the answer is coming 0 or not. If answer is coming 0, then yes, x is equal to 1 is a 0 or root of this polynomial equation. If the answer is not coming 0, then it is not. Let us see. 2 t1 1 cube 1 minus 3x square 1 plus 7 into 1 1 7 minus 6, so equal to 2 minus 3 plus 7 minus 6, so that is becoming 0. So yes, x is equal to 1 is a 0 or root of this polynomial equation. How many 0 or root can happen for this polynomial equation? We have seen that highest degree is 3. Highest degree is 3 means it is a cubic polynomial equation with 4 terms. Cubic polynomial equation can have 3 0 or root for this equation. So please remember that I keep on revising in between. There are another way which is a type of a problem can come to you. Like say if it is given if x is equal to 4 upon 3, this value is given to you, is a root or 0 of polynomial fx is equal to 6x cube minus 11x square plus kx minus 20. Then find the value of k. This is what is the question given to you. Here it is very clearly shown x is equal to 4 upon 3 is a 0 or root of the polynomial equation. So that means if 4 upon 3 you are replacing in this equation, the addition or subtraction of this equation after placing x value as 4 upon 3 will be equal to 0. That means fx equal to f 4 upon 3 will be 0. So to solve this kind of a equation, straight place the value of x 6 4 upon 3 cube minus 11 4 upon 3 square plus k 4 upon 3 minus 20 equal to 0. Because 4 upon 3 is the root or 0 of this polynomial equation. Now solve this. 6 multiplied by 4 4 jar 16 16 for 128. Okay, so this will become, I'll straight go to the thing, 4 upon 3 is the 27 64 multiplied by 6 here minus 11 multiplied by 16 upon 9 plus 4k upon 3 minus 20 equal to 0. So 64 multiplied by 2 is 128 upon 9 minus 11 multiplied by 16 is 176 upon 9 plus 4k upon 3 minus 20 equal to 0. Now solve this equation. Once you will solve this equation, further is 9 will come here, 128 minus 176 plus 3 4 12k minus 9 instead you will multiply it here, 180 equal to 0. Here 128, 176, 180. Here to solve this, let me use the calculator here. It is minus 69 plus 12k upon 9 equal to 0. So by solving this equation, you have to find out the value of k here. I think I did somewhere something wrong, but let me solve it again. I don't want to confuse you people. But this is the way you have to solve it. You have to find out the value of the k here. Okay. So f 4 upon 3 is equal to 6 multiplied by 4 upon 3 cube minus 11 4 upon 3 square plus k 4 upon 3 minus 20. So on solving this, you will get 128 upon 9 minus 176 upon 9 plus 4k upon 3 minus 20. So this equation will become 4k minus 76 upon 3. I hope you can solve this. I don't have the calculator right now. Now this is what is a 4 upon 3 is a 0 root of the polynomial. So with this, you have to equate it to 0. 4k minus 76 upon 3 equal to 0. To solve this, 3 you will taking this side multiplied by 0, it will become 0. So 4k minus 76 equal to 0. So I am solving it here. K is equal to 76 upon 4. So k is equal to 90. So this kind of a problem will also come if it is given this is a 0 root of the thing. You can find out the value of the k. There is another thing. Only one variable is given k. There can be two variables which has been asked and 0 root of it is given to you. So in such case, you have to find it out what exactly is the thing is. Let me take another example. I am erasing this also. We are seeing finding out the one variable in the polynomial equation. There can be another thing is given if x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 0 or root or 0 of polynomial equation fx is equal to 2x cube minus 5x square plus ax plus b. Now here two variables are given and you asked to find value of a and b. Two 0 root are given polynomial equation of a highest degree 3 is given. Highest degree 3 polynomial equation, that means is a cubic equation with 4 term. Cubic equation can have maximum 4 term, means whatever is the highest degree plus 1 is the maximum term which it can have, and it is a 4 term, that means it is a multinomial equation, and you have been asked to find out the value of a and b. So to find out the value of a and b, what you have to do, first find out the value of f2 by placing the value of x is equal to 2. I will solve this here. 2 raised to power 2 cube minus 5 2 raised to power 2 plus a multiplied by 2 plus b. If you solve this equation, you will get 16 minus 20, 4 multiplied by 4, 20 plus 2a plus b equal to 2a plus b minus 4. This is the one equation you got. Second, find out the value of f0. So this will 2 multiplied by 0 cube minus 5 multiplied by 0 square plus a multiplied by 0 plus b. So that will become, this is 0, so that will become b. Now what is given? These are the two value of the x are the root or 0 of the thing. Then virtually speaking, 2a plus b minus 4 equal to 0 and b equal to 0. Because whatever is the solution here will become a 0, because these two values are a 0 root of this polynomial equation. So here instead of I find out the b is equal to 0. Place the b is equal to 0 in this equation to find out the value of a. Plus 0 minus 4 equal to 0. So 2a equal to 4 you are taking this side. So it will become plus 4. So a equal to 2. So that is how is it 0, b is equal to 0 and a is equal to 2 is your answer. To cross check your answer, in mathematics it is possible to cross check the answer. What you can do, put the value of b 0 and a 2. So your equation fx will become 2x cube minus 5x square plus 2x plus 0. Now put the value of 2 is 2 cube is 8 multiplied by 2 16 minus 4 multiplied by 5 20 plus 2 into 2 4 plus 0, that is 16 plus 4 20 minus 20 is equal to 0. So whatever value of a and b you find out is the correct, because after putting the value of a and b in this equation, if you are applying this 0 or root, you are getting a answer 0. So that is how you can cross check your answer. Now let us take another example. Find out the integral root or 0 of polynomial equation x cube minus 6x square plus 11x minus 6. Here is what is the polynomial equation. You have to find out the integral root. We have seen the integral root theorem and we have seen another theorem which is known as rational root theorem. Now we have to find out where the integral root theorem will be applicable and where the rational theorem will be applicable. This is a integral or rational. Integral root theorem will be applicable only at the place if the highest degree is having a coefficient of 1. Then you will apply the integral root theorem. If the highest degree is having a coefficient other than 1, then you will apply the rational root theorem. So that is what is the difference when you will apply what. Now since in this equation the highest degree is 3 and coefficient of this is 1. So with the integral root theorem, the zero root for this polynomial equation will be factor of 6. So factor of 6 is plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 3 and plus minus 6. I'll ask you one question here. How many factors this equation can have? This equation can have maximum 3 factors because the highest degree is 3. Or highest degree is 3, which is a cubic. So 3 factor it can have. So let us find out one by one. Here you have to do with the trial and error method. Like say f1 1 cube 1 minus 6, 1 square is 1 plus 11 minus 6, 11 plus 1 12, 12 minus 12 equal to 0. Equal to 0. So 1 is a 0 root of this equation. Let us apply f2. You can try out f minus 1 and other thing. Is your matter of luck how fast you can get it. Let us apply 2. 2 cube is 8. 2 square is 4. 4 into 6, 24 plus 11 multiplied by 2, 22 minus 6. This is 22 plus 8, 30. Minus 24 minus 6 is 30 equal to 0. So that is another root or 0 for this polynomial equation. Similarly, I will tell you f3, you will put this value of 3 here. Like say, let us see 27, 3 cube is 27 minus 3 3s are 9 plus 9 multiplied by 6, 54 plus 11 into 3, 33 minus 6. So 54 and 6, 30, minus 60 here, 27 and 30 plus 60 here, that is equal to 0. 1, 2, 3 are the zero or root of this cubic polynomial equation having 4 terms, and you find out any other thing, you will not get 0 in this, because this equation can have only 3 0 or root here. Here we are seeing where you have to apply integral and where you have to apply rational. I repeat, if in the polynomial equation the variable having the highest degree is having a coefficient 1, if it is having a coefficient 1, then integral root theorem will be applied, and with the integral root theorem the constant value, the factor of the constant value will be one of the root or 0 for this polynomial equation. For rational root theorem, if the coefficient of highest degree is any other thing other than 1, then it will have a rational number that will be upon b upon c, and value of b will be obtained from factor of 6, and value of c will be obtained from the factor of, is a factor of 6, factor of 6, and value of c will be obtained from factor of this coefficient 4. Then you will, with these two factors, you will find out the value of b and c, and keep on doing this trial and error to find out under which value you are getting the 0. So let us see another example. Like here, you have been asked to find out the root oblique 0 of polynomial equation 2x cube plus 3x square minus 11x minus 6. This is what is the polynomial equation. Now, what will be the factor for this? Definitely it will be a rational. It can be a integral also, but it will be a rational because highest degree is having coefficient which is other than 1. So b upon c. So possible values of the b will be the factor of this is plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 3, plus minus 6. Possible value of the c will be factor of 2, which will be plus minus 1 and plus minus 2. Now the possible value of b upon c will be this divided by this, plus minus 1, plus minus 2. Because how you are achieving 2 plus minus 2? This 2 divided by 1. 1 divided by 1 is this. 2 divided by 1 is this. Okay. Now here how you will reach to 6 divided by 1 will be plus minus 6. First see 3 divided by 1 will be plus minus 3. Now 6 divided by 1 will be plus minus 6. Now you go to the other thing. 1 divided by 2 will be plus minus 1 upon 2. That is how you will arrive to the thing. Now 2 divided by 2, if you will do, then you will definitely reach to plus minus 1, so leave it. 3 divided by 2 you will do, so plus minus 3 upon 2. And 6 divided by 2 if you will do, so you will reach to plus minus 3, so you will leave. So these are the possible values which can be a zero or root of a polynomial equation. So you have to do one thing, you have to keep on applying f1 find out, then f minus 1 you find out, f2 you find out, f minus 2 you find out, one by one you apply this value and find out which is meeting your criteria and by which value this equation is becoming zero. So I'll tell you, here one number will definitely be a factor. F, if you will place a value of minus 1 by 2, then this equation will be 2 multiplied by minus 1 by 2 means minus 1 upon 8. I am simply solving it. Minus will become, because exponent is odd, plus 3 multiplied by minus 1 upon 2 square is 1 upon 4, minus 11 multiplied by minus 1 upon 2 minus 6. Let us solve this. Minus will come out 1 upon 4, 2 and 8 will get cancelled, plus 3 upon 4 minus and minus will become plus 11 upon 2 and minus 6. If you will solve this, 4 minus 1 plus 3 plus 22 minus 6 4 is 24. So 22 plus 3 plus value is 25 and minus value is 25 upon 4, so equal to 0 upon 4 equal to 0. So you have to find out the other values also, and let me repeat it. 1 0 root you find out. This equation has highest degree 3, so there will be total 3 0 root for this equation, and you will have to find out other values from this. I will just tell you the other values are f2 and f minus 3, but that you have to find it out by solving the thing. So this is what is we have seen, where you have to apply the integral root theorem. I will repeat, whenever the highest degree coefficient is 1, then you will apply the integral root theorem and the zero root of that polynomial equation will be the integral. If the highest degree is of not other than 1, then you have to apply the rational root theorem. Rational root theorem will be b upon c, where value of b will be obtained from the factor of 6, that is plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 3 and plus minus 6, and value of the c will be obtained from the coefficient of highest degree is 2, plus minus 1 and plus minus 2. So now for obtaining b upon c, 1 upon 1 you will do, then it will become plus minus 1. 2 upon 1 you will do plus minus 2, 3 upon 1 you will do plus minus 3, 6 upon 1 you will do plus minus 6. Okay. Now you will do 1 plus minus 1 upon plus minus 2 is a plus minus 1 upon 2. 2 upon 2 if you do, it will become a plus minus 1 only. So forget this. 3 upon plus minus 2 you will do, so it will become 3 upon 2. So there is a different value, you write it down. 6 upon plus minus you will do, then it will become plus minus 3. So forget this. So these are the possible value, you have to find it out. So that is what is a zero or root and integral root theorem and rational root theorem. Where to apply what? Here there are other example. If you have given a equation fx is equal to x minus 5 and you have been asked to find out the zero or root of this equation, is simple. Fx equal to x minus 5 is already given. If you put any value here of the x, this equation will become 0. So you have to just equate x minus 5 is equal to 0, so x is equal to 5. This for the linear equation. Is similarly, if suppose for linear equation you can find out directly, because it has got only one coefficient, and straight equate this to 0 and find out the value of x. Like say another is given fx is equal to 2x plus 5 and you have been asked to find out the 0 root. What do you have to do? 2x plus 5 is equal to 0, 2x is equal to minus 5, x is equal to minus 5 upon 2. So this is the 0 or root of this equation. Let us try to solve this. Minus 5 upon 2, 2 multiplied by minus 5 upon 2 plus 5, this 2 and 2 will get cancelled. This will become minus 5 plus 5 equal to 0. So your answer is correct. So that way you can find out 0 or okay, let us take, this is a numeric value we have taken. Let's take another example. If suppose you are given Px is equal to Cx plus D, where C is not equal to 0. Definitely, if C will become a 0, then it will be a constant. Constant, of course, it will be a polynomial equation, but x value cannot be found out, or 0 root cannot be found out. Now, in this equation, is simple. Cx plus D equal to 0. So, Cx is equal to minus D. X is equal to minus D upon C. So, this is the value which is a 0 or root of this equation. To cross check your answer, D upon C, C multiplied by minus D upon C plus D, C get cancelled, minus D plus D equal to 0. So don't get confused, even if it is given in Cx plus D or 5x plus 7, something like that. Don't confuse with that. Just see, you have to equate the equation to the 0 and solve your problem. So guys, this is what is the basics of the polynomial thing we have seen based on the number of term, monomial, binomial, trinomial, multinomial. Monomial will have only one term, binomial will have two terms, that way. With the degree we have seen the linear or constant, linear, quadratic, cubic, biquadratic, etc. We have seen one variable polynomial equation, two variable polynomial equation. Now I'll not, because this video is becoming too long, I'll give you something to solve. R.D. Sharma, next time onward I will give you the NCERT exercise. Exercise 6.2 of the R.D. Sharma. Solve following questions. That is 1, question 1, part 2. Now solve question 2, part 3, and question part 4. These two you have to solve, and part 7. Then 4, 5, 6, 7. Pause the video and solve this question from this exercise. Answer is given there. I hope with this concept you will be in position to solve that. So that is what I am stopping this video here, because it's becoming too long. In the polynomial thing we will see the other aspect like remainder theorem, factorization theorem, etc., and factorization of polynomial with the long method or by splitting method. We'll see in the other video. Thank you very much. That's all.